10 years ago, this was just an empty room. It's quietly shaped everything I've ever made, where ideas became videos and videos became this channel. But the story didn't stay here forever. Not until I discovered the key to something new. Let me take you back to March 2024, the day we moved in. Just an empty room, tall ceilings, and a lot of potential. After some testing, reworking ideas, and painting, I divided the space into two distinct zones. One built for production, the other for editing, planning, and bringing new ideas to life. For some time, I researched into different colour palettes to find the sweet spot between energy and personality. Once the plan was clear, it was then time to build. Contrast gradually started developing. Dark greys, rich blacks, and warm orange accents slowly started taking over the space. This is our brand new desk setup. We've actually got storage built into the desk itself, plus it's going to match the sort of dark walls and the walnut sort of, I guess, aesthetic that I'm trying to go for.
Wait, can you give me exact location? I want to see like where exactly, how far you are. Yeah,
I'm going to come back one day and there's going to be nothing left. All my light's going to be gone. She's the culprit. During the installation process, I would say everything is set up to be as straightforward as possible. All the accessories come with pre-installed nuts, which honestly saves so much time and hassle. It is a brand new day, ladies and gentlemen. I have just got back from the gym. I'm very tired, but I'm going to try and ignore all that because today is the official day we're going to set up the editing space for the studio. I have been waiting for nearly 2.5 weeks for all of the little things that I want to put on here and my monitor and all of my little bits and bobs to show up. Let's go and get the monitor out of the car and begin. Guys, this thing is heavy. Screen is successfully in with no casualties. Considering how thin it is, it weighs a ton. I think it's more so the base, to be honest with you. For the desk itself, I chose this beautiful walnut finish, which I think looks so good, especially amongst all of the darker accents on the desk, as well as an integrated drawer keyboard tray for any extra organization. One of my favorite additions to the setup is this walnut file cabinet, and it matches the Vernal desk perfectly, keeping everything organized, and it really ties the whole workspace together with a clean and premium look. So it's now time to do some cable management, my favorite thing to do, but luckily with the Vernal desk, it actually came with a cable organization tray, which I've already installed underneath the desk. I've actually left a bit of slack, if you can see there. I've left a bit of slack for the extension cord so that when I raise the desk like so, we have still a lot of room to play with, and yeah, like I said, the cables don't get ripped out, so we now have a fully functioning standing desk. The Core 3 is built around stability and real world performance. The height ranges go from 63.3 centimeters up to 128 centimeters, with a lifting speed of 40 millimeters per second. The complete Vernal setup ecosystem helps create an integrated workspace combining all accessories. Check out Vernal's back to school sale and my discount code on screen now to get an extra 6% off. And you can also save $40 when you purchase the Vernal bundle. We're now going to check and see if we have power. Amazing. So I'm going to dock my laptop behind the screen and we should now be in the last stage of the desk setup. My monitor of choice is the Samsung Odyssey OLED G8 4K 32-inch smart monitor. My lord, that was a mouthful. And it's just so nice editing on a much bigger and clearer display. The screen itself is super thin, and it has OLED glare-free technology. So if it's really bright outside, I don't have any trouble in actually seeing what's on the screen. I like to keep all of the other areas of the desk quite clear and free of any clutter. So at the moment, all I have on there are my headphones or my headphone stand, some little leather drink coasters, and a mouse pad from a company called Orbit Key. me. And this is definitely one of the better mouse pads I've used in my day. It is a little bit more on the expensive side, but for something that I use pretty much every day when I'm editing, I think this mouse mat is definitely by far one of the best ones I've used. And behind my monitor, I have my MacBook docked, and then I use an external keyboard from Apple and a Logitech G305 mouse, which I actually take with me when I'm traveling or if I'm just editing on the go. As you can see, I tend to favor light or dark browns as my dominant tones, with either gray or black serving as my secondary colors. This little display corner was definitely one of the smallest and darkest sections of the room. This area is now home to a few little items that are actually quite inspiring and quite personal to me, such as both of my granddad's old film cameras from the 1960s and my 8K RAW neon sign, which I used to have in my bedroom back at home, which is where I first started making YouTube videos. I also have these little fabric boxes scattered around the office for things that I pretty much use every day or every other day, things of importance or just stuff that I want out on display but I think looks like clutter. So I keep them in these like fabric boxes just to kind of keep things nice and tidy and organized. And last but not least is the filming section behind me. You guys have probably seen this in so many of my other YouTube videos. That is my backdrop. That is where I film a majority of my YouTube content, my tutorials and things like that. For my main key light, which I'm actually using right now, but it usually lives over there, is the Nanlite Forza 500 II. This light is an absolute beast. I've used it, I can't even remember how long I've had it for. Since I started my channel, I think Nanlite sent this over to me with a couple of the Pavo tubes when I first started making videos online properly, and I still use it to this day. It is an amazing light, and it serves as my main key light still. For my audio setup, this right here, what I've been using pretty much in every one of my videos is the Shure SM7B. It's the goated microphone, and I have that connected into a cloud lifter, which is then connected to a Zoom H6 recorder, and it makes this audio setup actually really portable as well. And especially with the cloud lifter, it really enhances those vocals when you're using this microphone in particular. And I'd say this microphone is quite expensive, so another great alternative is the Rode Pod mic. Again, if you have that connected to a cloud lifter, it does sound pretty much like just as good, but I've been using the SM7B for such a long time now, and yeah, I mean, you guys have seen this mic everywhere. It's so good, and it makes my A-roll talking head videos just sound super clear and crisp. If I need to shoot any product reviews, if I need to get top-down shots or product shots, I pretty much film it all over there in that section. Hence why I have light stands, I have C stands, I have soft boxes all scattered around ready to go, and in places within this office where I can just grab it, plug it in, and just position the light and start shooting. And I think that's one reason why I've been so adamant, I'd say, on getting a space like this, because it creates less friction for me within the creative process, because I've been in such a small room at home for I don't know how many years, creating in such a small space and having lots of things in my way, and it just made me way more stressed out just trying to do it in a small environment. So when I came here and I actually started using this space as a studio, as a filming studio, as an editing space, I think it just created way less friction, and it made that whole creative process way more streamlined and way easier for me. When you step into the studio, you can get a really clear sense of who I am and how I create. Every detail reflects a part of that journey for me, and that is what matters the most. It's a space that inspires, motivates, and makes me excited to create every single time I walk through the door. And with that being said, I hope you guys did enjoy this video. If you did, don't forget to leave a like rating, subscribe down below if you are new. Again, I'll leave everything that I've spoken about in this video down in the description below. Again, check out Vernal's back to school sale and my discount code on screen now to get an extra 6% off at checkout. I just want to say thank you guys, because I used to watch YouTubers and used to be so in awe that they had a studio space, and I really wanted to get one. And a few years down the line, we're now here in our own space creating, and hopefully in a few years we might upgrade. I don't know what's going to happen, but I just want to say thank you guys for pretty much everything and just changing my life and allowing me to make videos like this. So thank you, and I will see you very soon in the next one. Peace.